Nestor's a pretty normal kid besides the whole secret can speak to animals thing. He wishes that his army father could be home and that he didn't have to move every few months. With his father's latest deployment, Nestor and his mother have moved to Texas to stay with his grandmother, his abuela. After animals begin to disappear, his abuela is the top suspect. But Nestor discovers that there's actually a witch in the forest taking animals to steal their powers. Can Nestor and his new friends figure out how to stop her before it's too late? Mimi and her mother are spending the summer in Pakistan with the grandparents Mimi barely knows and a country she has never visited. Her one wish is to see her father again, and she writes him letters in her journal in hopes that she'll find him one day. Her Nana and Nani's cook has a daughter named Sakina who has her own wish. Sakina wants to go to school, but she desperately needs help with her English to get the scholarship she needs. Despite not getting along when they first met, Mimi and Sakina become friends and work to help each other make their wishes come true. Raul is anxious about starting 7th grade, especially with being bullied and having confusing new feelings for his classmate Justin. When Raul's grandfather Bailly gives him well-meaning advice, Raul becomes convinced that he must find the one thing he's good at and be the best at it. But what is he even good at? Raul has no idea. His best friend Chelsea decides to help him, and despite being great at math, Raul says no to her suggestion to join the mathletes. He doesn't want another reason to be made fun of. Join Raul as he tries things outside of his comfort zone to find what he could be the best at and discover if he can accept himself for who he is. Valentina and Oksana cannot stand each other, and they assume this will never change. That is until they wake up one morning to a red sky and unearthly smoke. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant their fathers work at has exploded, killing 31 people and exposing an entire city to high, unsafe levels of radiation. Before they know it, Valentina and Oksana are on their way to Leningrad to stay with the grandmother Valentina has never met. Things change and love and trust grow among the three of them. But when circumstances occur that put Oksana in danger, Valentina will stop at nothing to save her best friend. In an effort to save money to go to camp with her best friend, Katie decides to do chores for the other tenants at her apartment building. But things don't go well with dog walking, carrying groceries, plant sitting, or any of the other methods she tries. It isn't until Katie is asked to cat sit for her mysterious neighbor Madeline she thinks she might actually be able to earn the money. She figures it'll be a piece of cake until she realizes that Madeline owns 217 cats. And these cats aren't exactly normal, but neither is their owner, who Katie is convinced may be a supervillain. Dante and Trey are brothers who are biracial. Dante takes after their African-American mother, while Trey is light-skinned and resembles their white father. Dante is constantly told by students and teachers that he should be more like his brother. He is bullied at his private school for being one of the only black kids. After being framed by the captain of the fencing team, Dante is suspended and arrested. To beat his bully and the discrimination he has faced at school, Dante begins being trained by a former Olympic athlete. Through his new love of fencing, can Dante learn to be proud of who he is? Efren loves his family, but it can be tiring helping to take care of his younger twin siblings every day while his parents work constantly, and to worry if his parents are going to come home at night. He and his siblings are U.S. citizens, but his parents are undocumented immigrants. After his mother gets deported back to Mexico, Efren struggles to maintain a somewhat normal life at home for his siblings. Will life ever be normal again with his family all together under one roof? Della has always been taken care of by her older sister Suki, even after their mother is sent to prison. When their mother's boyfriend Clifton does something terrible to Della, Suki gets them out of there. They get put into foster care with a woman named Francine and begin to try to move past it all. But everything these sisters have been through has taken a toll on Suki, and she tries to kill herself. Full of heavy topics, this story focuses on the resilience and strength of two sisters after a lifetime of trauma. As the son of famous footballer Zachariah Johnson, CJ was used to sharing his hero with the world. CJ's close relationship with his father is affected when his father starts having headaches, unexplained anger, and memory loss. It seems that after years of being hit on the field, his father's brain is permanently injured from the trauma, causing a progressive brain disease called CTE. CJ struggles to understand his father's condition and how it will now affect his family, even with the support of his best friends. The memories they shared helped bond them together, but can it still if his father can't remember them? Want to read something that's full of true facts instead of just a story? Without realizing it, we categorize people by their race, religion, gender, and many other common traits. The idea that someone who is tall is good at basketball or that girls are the only ones who are allowed to like pink are stereotypes, and this can cause us to not think of people as unique individuals. Stereotypes can be hurtful and harmful. But what can we do about what our brains are making us think? We can learn about the brain, stereotypes, and how to rewire the mind.